Hello everyone, welcome back to our new playlist of this channel, which name is Power BI with SQL. So guys, in the last class, we have covered that how we can create a table in SQL with using create command. And we have also learned some other commands of SQL like insert and select. And finally, we have also covered that how we can import any Excel file here under this SQL. So I hope everyone is clear that how we can import any of the Excel file here under this SQL. So we will resume our class where we end. So let's go to the SQL Server Management Studio. So here we can see the same Excel table, but we can also see some null values. So in our upcoming classes, we will also talk about that how we can deal with null values. So those who are Power BI user, these guys are definitely know about how to deal with null values in Power BI. But in SQL, few people maybe know about that how to deal with null, but other maybe not. So don't worry guys, we will surely learn in our upcoming classes that how we can deal with null values in SQL. So before go to the advanced level guys, firstly we have to understand some basic concepts of SQL so that we can easily relate our things with the help of these queries. So let's start our class. So in today's tutorial guys, we will learn some other SQL commands. So therefore I have imported some tables under this Shubham database. And you guys can see the list of table here under this Shubham database, which I have imported from Excel file. And before that guys, I will open this sales table. So I will use select command here and simply write select star from sales table. So here we guys can see it is getting me an error in red color because I have selected different database which name is cricket, but this sales table here under this Shubham database. So firstly I have to change the database from this drop down. So I will select this drop down and select this Shubham database. And now let's execute, and we can also see the error has also gone. And now I will execute this command. And here we can see the sales table with some column names like sales ID, names, products, country, region, state and so on. And now let's move towards the next command of SQL. This command is useful to renaming the columns as well as tables. And this command is a type of this DDL command, which stands for data definition language. So if you want to rename the table or the column, then you guys can use this DDL command. And now let's see the example. So here is the example guys. If you want to rename the table only, then you need to use this command. And here you can see the syntax. So firstly we need to write short form of execute, which is exec. And then we will type sp underscore rename. Here sp stands for stored procedure. So this stored procedure topic is really vast and we will definitely cover in our upcoming videos. But for now only guys, you only able to understand if you want to rename any command, so you need to use sp underscore rename. And this green color sales is returning a table and this blue color returning the new table which you want to rename. So let's try this command with practical, and we will rename our sales table with students data. So let's go back to the SSM screen, and here we will apply the same command. So firstly guys, we need to write execute, which is exec, and now I will write sp underscore rename, which is the keyword to rename the thing. So I will simply write sp underscore rename, and here I will write my table name. So here my table name is sales. So within single inverted comma guys, I will write my table name. And now I'll put it comma. And let's suppose guys, I want to replace this table name with students data. So under single inverted quote, I will write the new table name, which is students underscore data. And single quote close. And now let's select this command and execute. So see guys, changing any part of an object name could break scripts and stored procedure. So here we guys can see it is getting me an caution. But our command is successfully completed. So firstly guys, you need to refresh this after executing any command. And now if I expand this database and click here on this Shubham database guys, so here we can see under table, we have this students underscore data. There is no sales table here under this Shubham database. And again, if you guys wants to see all the records of this table, so you need to take the help of select command. So I will write my query here, select star from my table name, which is students underscore data. And now let's select this query and execute. So see guys, now sales table become students data table. So in this way, you guys can rename any of the table. So this command is useful to rename any of the table. And now guys, I will tell you one more way to rename the table. So there is one more simple way guys to rename the table. Just select this table and do right click. And here we can see the option of rename. So just press backspace in your keyboard and you guys can write any of the table name. Let's say I am again taking the same name, which is sales. See guys. And now if I execute this select star from sales, I can see the same table. But if I execute this query, so it will not getting me any result. It is getting me an error. This is an invalid object because I have renamed this table name again sales. And now you guys are clear that how we can rename any of the table. So you guys can rename your table with any of the method. Either you guys can write this query or you can go here and simply do right click and rename your table. And now guys, let's understand how we can rename any of the column in your existing table. So I will teach you the two methods to rename any of the column name in your table. So let's suppose guys, I want to rename this cost column name as profit. So firstly guys, we will understand with this query. So let's understand the first method with this same query. So firstly guys, I will write execute. And now I will write the store procedure underscore rename. So I will use the same keywords. And after that guys, you need to put space and start single inverted comma. And here guys, we need to write the table name first. So in our case, our table name is sales. And press dot. And now guys, I would like to enter the column name which I want to rename. So I want to rename this cost column. So I will simply write cost and single inverted comma close. And now guys, I'll put it comma again. And here you need to write the new column which you want to rename it. So I want to make cost as a profit. So here I will write profit. And we have to code this new column name under single inverted comma. And now I'll put it comma here and I will use the last keyword of this query, which name is column. So I will again start single inverted comma and I will write column here because I want to rename the column. And now let's execute this query. Just select it and execute it. See guys. So here we can see the completion time and again with same caution. And now let me open this table. Just select this query and execute. So see guys, this cost column renamed with profit. So with the help of this query guys, you guys can rename any of the column in your table. And now let's understand guys the easiest way to rename any of the column in your table. So let's suppose I again want to rename this profit as cost. So I will simply click here on this plus icon on this sales table. And here we can see the option of columns. So I will simply click here on this columns. And here I can see all the list of columns along with its data type. So I want to rename this profit column as cost again. So I will do simply right click here. And here I can see the option of rename. And I want to rename this profit as cost. And now I'll go here and execute this command again. See guys, now my profit column has again changed to cost. So these are the methods guys of renaming any of the column in your table. I hope now you are good with this rename command. And now let's understand some other topics of SQL. But before understand other topics, let's talk about clauses in SQL. So let's understand with this definition. Clauses are inbuilt functions that available to use in SQL. With the help of clauses, we can deal with data easily stored in the table. Clauses helps us to filter and analyze the data quickly. When we have a large amount of data stored in the database, we use clause to query and get data required by the user. And here are some examples of clauses like where, and, or, like, top, etc. And now let me show you the types of clauses. So here we have where clause, order by clause, having clause, top clause, group by, and so on. And we will cover all the topics step by step in our upcoming classes. Here under this tutorial guys, we will only talk about this where clause. So guys, where clause is used to filter records. It is used to extract only those records that fulfill a specified condition. And now let's understand this where clause with practical. That how we can filter table with using where clause. And here is the syntax guys. So firstly we need to write the select command and we can give the column name. And if you want to see all the records of the column, so you guys can write select star from and table name. And after that we need to write the where clause and give the condition. So let's go to the SSMS screen and let's understand this concept with practical. And now let me delete all the queries from here so that you guys can better understand. So let's suppose guys you want to filter all the records of this India country. You don't want to see all other records like USA, China and all. I want to filter with this table only India country. So it is very easy guys to use this query. That how we can filter all the records with India. So you need to start your where clause with select command. So I will simply write select star from our table name which is sales. So I will simply write the where clause. Where, and here I will write my column name where the value is written. So obviously guys, India value is written under country column. So I will take my column name which is country. See guys. So here you can see in the vertical form we have a column name. So I will simply select this column name from here. And now I will write equal to. And I want to filter my table with India country. So I will start single inverted comma. And I will write my value here which is India and inverted comma close. And now let me select this query and execute. So see guys, my all table is filtered with only India country. So in this way you guys can filter any of the record with this where clause. So let's take another example. So firstly let me open this sales table. And now guys I will filter this table with this Shubham record only. So in a similar query guys, I can filter my table with Shubham record only. So here I will write select star from table name which is sales. And here I will use where clause. And now I will write the column name which is names. So this is my column name guys. And now I'll write equal to and single inverted comma begin. And here I will write my value which I want to filter with. So here I want to filter with Shubham. So here I will write Shubham. And single inverted comma close. And this is a in case sensitive guys. So you can write your value accordingly. And now let me select this command and execute. So see guys. So this table is filtered with only Shubham records. So in this way you guys can play with this where clause. And now let's take another example with this sales column. So I will simply write one more query here. And here I want to filter only those records which are greater than 20,000. So I will write it here. Select star from table name which is sales. And now I will write where clause, and now I will write this column name, which is sales, which is in vertical shape, and I will use greater than sign and 20,000, or you guys can put greater than equal to. That means if record is equal to 20,000 or greater than 20,000, then it will display those records. And now let me execute this command. Just select this and hit execute button. And here I can see only those records which are greater than equal to 20,000. So you guys can also filter any numerical data. So I hope now you are clear with this where clause. And we guys can use this where clause with multiple ways. So please try to explore by yourself. And now let's talk about the next topic of our today's class, which is update command. We can update the records in our existing table. So here is the command guys, which is update, and this is the part of this DML command, which stands for data manipulation language. And as I said guys, this command is used to update existing data in a table. And here you can see the syntax. So firstly we need to write the update, and we need to enter the table name. And after that we need to use this set keyword. And under set keyword we need to enter new column name which you want to update. And finally we will use this where clause and set condition. And let's go to the SQL Server Management Studio and understand this concept with practical. So firstly let me delete all the queries from here. And let's update some records here under these names. So I want to replace this Shubham with Yuvraj. Firstly I will write the command name, which is update. And here I will write the table name. So my table name is sales. And now I will press enter to jump into the next line. And here I will use the keyword which is set. And here under set condition guys, we need to write the column name where we want to update the record. So I want to update the record in this names column. So I will simply write names, which is in vertical position. And here I will write my new value which I want to update. So under single inverted comma guys, I will write my value which is Yuvraj. And now I'll press enter. And simply guys, I will use where clause here, where, and here I will write my column name which is names, where names is equal to Shubham. So under single inverted comma, I will enclose this Shubham value. And now let's select this command and execute. So here we guys can see 10 rows are affected. And now let me open this table with this select command. Select star from sales. And here we can see the Shubham is updated with this Yuvraj name. So with the help of this update command, you guys can update any of the record in our existing table. And now let's take another example. And let's suppose I want to update those records whose sales are greater than 10,000 with replace 1 lakh. So how we can do that? So again here I will write the update command. My table name is sales. And here I will write set condition. And my column name is sales. So I will say set sales is equal to 1 lakh. And when you write the integer value guys, you don't need to code this under single or any double inverted comma. You can simply write your figure without any inverted commas. And now finally I will use where clause, where sales is greater than equal to 20,000. That means those records who are greater than 20,000 will replace with 1 lakh. And now let's execute this command. And now let's open this sales table. And now we can see whatever the records we have in our data set is more than or greater than 20,000, it all are updated with 1 lakh. See guys. So in this way, with the help of this update command, you guys can update any of the record in our SQL table. So you guys can also import any of the Excel table and practice this query with our videos. So I hope you are cleared with all the topics of our today's class. And in the next class guys, we will definitely learn more about SQL. So stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And if anyone wants to learn Power BI from scratch, so here guys we have this free YouTube channel which name is Power BI Full Course by Shubham. And under this 50 tutorials guys, I have explained each and every concept in detail from scratch. And if you click here on this playlist button guys, so here you guys can see the multiple playlists are here. With the help of this DAX expression playlist, I have covered all the DAX functions in detail. Along with we have separate visualization playlist, we have update playlist, and with the help of this Power BI with the SQL playlist, we are also trying to cover all the concepts of SQL in detail. So you guys can also start your Power BI and SQL journey with this free YouTube channel. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an candidates. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone for jobs and trainings. But if you still think guys you require paid training sessions, so I'm also providing one-on-one paid training sessions. And from day 1 class guys, I prepare for you interview rounds with some scenario based questions which is asked by an interviewer. So for paid training support, you guys can connect me on LinkedIn or Telegram group. Both the links are given under the description box. You guys can follow me there. And those who are new to this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe this channel. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And Telegram link and LinkedIn link is given under the description box. You guys can follow me there. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.